The late Sir Roger Scruton said, "Beauty is vanishing from our world because we live as though it did not matter." Nowhere is this more obvious today than architecture. A very average hewn stone church from small-town America a century past is an architectural marvel today, something a modern builder would struggle to reproduce. A common bungalow-style house that fills the interior of mid-sized cities built some 80 years ago sports craftsmanship and woodwork that today is available only to the upper echelons of our society, who have, for the most part, decided against it. The elites of today choose sleek, modern, minimalist designs over intricate woodwork created by a skilled craftsman. What caused this? And what does it have to do with a trading card game that's only a few years old? Well, my answer to that question is also the reason that I'm setting out to make videos. That is, that our world is largely consumed by apathy, a place we were led by a century of following the path of least resistance. This is a trajectory that's been put on a world record speedrun by smartphones and social media, causing most of us to entertain ourselves to death and the rest of us to be left bowling alone. None of these are new ideas. I'm repeating things you've doubtless heard more interesting and better informed people discuss in the past. What I hope to add, what I'm trying to do here, is fight that apathy, to fight the decay of art and beauty in our world, to fight our culture's descent into loneliness. One of J.R.R. Tolkien's subtler critiques of modernity came in the shape of his ages. The first age saw near-perfect good fighting near-perfect evil. In the second age, the Valar stepped back, Morgoth was weakened. In general, the good had become less good, but the bad had become less bad. The third age was a continuation of this. Sauron was a pitiful shadow of even his own former power, and Saruman is comparable almost to an angry despot in our own time. What Tolkien was noticing, and what we are living through even more powerfully now, is that the world is inexorably and persistently experiencing a reversion to the mean. 100 years ago, our buildings were more beautiful, our culture cared more about its dress and its art and its music. But 100 years ago, life was also, by modern standards, fairly brutal. In 1925, 140 out of every 1,000 newborn babies would die as an infant. Today, that number is 7. As time goes on, everything becomes more bland. The bad less bad, but the good less good. Our culture used to be inspired by the bitterness of life to make incredible things. To fight great evil, you must manifest a greater good. Today, so many great evils have been vanquished, it's easy to understand why we stopped creating greater goods. Why, as a society, we collapsed in on ourselves after too many years of complacency. My fear is our contentment has slid fully into apathy, and because of it, our world is actually sliding not even towards a gray, meaningless middle ground, but backwards into darkness. My fear is that we are so content we aren't noticing the beauty and wonder vanishing from our world, as Sir Roger Scruton did. When eventually the final vestiges of the last age are gone, when our art, literature, and music finally run out of the fumes that they've been running on for decades, my fear is what we will be left with, and maybe what we've already resigned ourselves to, is a bleak, empty world. Elie Wiesel, famous Holocaust survivor, noted, "The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. The opposite of art is not ugliness, it's indifference. The opposite of faith is not heresy, it's indifference. The opposite of life is not death, it's indifference." I want to fight this growing indifference with passion. I want to use this channel as an antidote to apathy. As silly as it may seem, I do believe that in some small way, Sorcery Contested Realm as a card game is doing a lot to fight all this. And for my part, I intend to help. I want to show people that we need great art to engender optimism. Art speaks to our soul, rises our passion, our wonder, our hope. Sorcery builds itself as a game on top of a bedrock of beautiful art, an emphasis that's evident to anyone who's ever opened a pack of it. I want to show people that they need each other for companionship and purpose. A good friend is a rest and reprieve from a cruel world. Sitting down at a table with friends and strangers to bond over card games is a powerful experience. In an age where relationships are increasingly digital, A card game fills one of our deepest needs, to sit down with someone else, in the same place, at the same time, for the same purpose, and to say, I want to experience this with you. I want us to share in this. I want us to help each other become better. I want you to enjoy doing this with me because I enjoy doing it with you. My goal with this channel is to bring my passion for playing and collecting this beautiful game to you, to serve as an antidote to apathy. If this seems like a lofty goal for a channel about a niche trading card game, I would simply remind the concerned viewer of the words of esteemed Senator Smith, played by Jimmy Stewart, on the floor of the U.S. Senate. Lost causes are the only ones worth fighting for. To achieve this goal, I'm going to be doing things differently. The video essays may be more about flavor and less about facts. The gameplay videos won't always be competitive players testing out new metas. In fact, they'll largely be friends and family enjoying the game at a casual level and enjoying each other's company equally as much. The box opening videos will be more about excitement and wonder than value or statistics. Additionally, videos will have an optimistic bent. Not because there's nothing to criticize or because healthy criticism isn't important, but simply because other, better qualified people are already doing that well. I want this channel to be something different, something new. This channel will be a success if I've created something that edifies my viewers, something that wasn't here before. For my part, I simply think it's well past time I plant my flag and strive for something greater. It may as well be this. That's the wonderful thing about fighting apathy. Really anything will do. To care about anything at all that's outside of yourself is to fight the good fight. This is the quixotic call that my passion for card games has driven me to, and I'd be honored if you'd join me. Welcome to the Archive.